Hi and welcome everyone. This is Radio Icebox, Season 2, Episode 7, from Out of Thin Air. And before we get started, do want to, of course, thank all the wonderful supporters who help make these shows possible, and feature just a couple of them today. Our patron of the episode is Beth Nelson. Beth, thank you so much for all your support. Our members of the episode, these are members of the Icebox Radio Theater, the Lothian family. Thank you so much, folks, for all your support here. And Daniel Marshall, thank you, Daniel, for your continued support of New Audio Theater. And our super member this week, that's someone who's both a patron on Patreon and a voting member, is my good friend Ben Utter. Ben, I hope you're enjoying life down there in the South. We do miss you up here in the Northland. So without further ado, let's get on with the show. It is Radio Icebox, Season 2, Episode 7, From Out of Thin Air.
Good morning, Icebox. It is, well, really cold outside, but we're back on the air here at RIB and ready to bring you all the news and weather and stuff you might need for this wonderful, cold, dark day. It's winter in the borderland, and that's exciting, right? Right, yes, I said exciting. Not sure why, now that I think about it. Anyway, be back with the weather right after this.
Hi, it's Woody again. So the Valentine's Day sale was a bust like I told the wife it would be. So we gotta get rid of all these cards and flowers and such we got down here at the store. Everything's gonna be half off for the next week or so, maybe longer. In fact, if you just come in, I might sell the stuff by the pound. But just the Valentine's crap, none of the regular stuff what belongs here. And just because we got that one graphite rod that's red doesn't mean it's gonna be part of the sale, so no funny business. It's half off anything that's useless at Woody's. Got it? Good.
Woody's Bait Shop and Guide Service on Beach Avenue in Icebox. Open alternating Tuesdays, 1 to 5.
Okay, I'll throw in a bucket of leeches for Valentine's.
Woody's!
Little past the hour here at Radio Icebox. Now Cody has the weather.
Right here.
And I don't want to hear any complaints. We don't write it, we just read it.
Well, mostly.
What do you mean, mostly?
Don't you know where we get our weather reports from?
Well, I assume the National Associated Press of... Okay, I don't know where we get our weather reports from.
It's Grandpa.
Oh, good. Major Rideau is our weatherman. Who knew? Probably I should have. Anyway, that's good to know because he is a wonderful scientist.
Yeah, but he's terrible at this.
Yeah, I'd noticed. What does Grandpa have to say about the weather today?
It's going to be 260.928 degrees Kelvin.
What?
With intermittent sunspots and moderate radiation levels throughout the day.
Wait. Grandpa said there's going to be radiation?
There's always radiation, JJ. The sun is a source of radiation.
But nothing dangerous.
Oh, gosh, yes. Have you seen the melanoma statistics?
Okay, but nothing, out of the ordinary dangerous? We don't need to stay inside or get hazmat suits on?
Why would we have to do that?
Just finish the weather, Cody.
Snow showers tonight. At least we think it's snow. It could be something else.
What? What does that mean? You mean it could be something else?
We don't have time to go out and study every snowflake. It could be something else.
Do you have reason to think the snow is not snow?
Mostly, no.
Mostly?
There was that one time last winter when it was ash.
We had ash falling on town?
For about 20 minutes, yeah. Weird thing is, Grandpa analyzed some of it and couldn't figure out where it came from. Total mystery.
Okay, well, that's the weather.
Then it burned through the table and disappeared.
That's the weather. Currently 260 degrees Kelvin in Icebox. Just pop out your Kelvin to Fahrenheit conversion tables to figure that one out. You just got to know it's cold.
It's about 10 above.
There you go.
For your news, for your information, there is no better source than the Nutcase Weekly. Hard-hitting investigative reporting of the type we've come to depend on in your mailbox every Friday. When you need to know about your world, when you need to know about your life, when you need to know, it's the Nutcase Weekly. Working in cooperation with Radio Icebox to keep safe, informed, and out of the hands of the lizard people. Mostly. And now a word from our publisher, Gladys Connerville.
Casserole recipes.
And casserole recipes every week in the Nutcase Weekly.
Time now for news headlines on Radio Icebox, no longer affiliated with the Nutcase Weekly.
This is Deepak Throatley reporting. Police still warn residents to stay away from the shoreline just south of Old Pierre's Place for the time being due to the continued standoff between Roger Nelson and imaginary clowns. Nelson, who recently visited his daughter in San Antonio, is still obsessed with the recent, quote, scary clown epidemic that beset the country. Ever since returning from the Lone Star State, Nelson has holed up in his lake cabin with, by his own admission, a crap ton of firearms and ordnance. Nelson maintains the clown invasion will begin any day, and only the well-armed stand a chance. Local police reassure residents there has never been a sighting of a scary clown in the county, and to stay away from the Nelson cabin, especially if you apply foundation or have a shoe size over 13. Local fixture Woody Carlson of Woody's Bait Shop has captured one of the sea monsters from the lake again, and this time insists the creature is alive. The animal, which is about the size of a gerbil and appears to be a cross between a squid and a zebra, is in an aquarium tank in Woody's shop and does appear to be listlessly swimming around. Woody insists the animal is harmless, though several area fishermen have claimed to be telepathically violated in the animal's presence. Woody denies that his catch possesses any paranormal activities and doubts the men complaining have enough brains to interest any telepath, much less a squid zebra. As always, peeks at the latest creature cost just $1. About a quarter before the hour here at Radio Icebox. Hey, wanted to give you guys a quick update on our effort to get the pipes taken care of. It's not going well. If you remember, we have an issue here with this 100-year-old opera house where sometimes certain pipes in the spring and the fall kind of ring out, make a funny, very annoying sound, which can be a little difficult in this game called radio. So we've set up this special internet thing, and again, this is for those of you that are either in the liquor library or in our parking lot or in our lobby. We have a very nice lobby. You can come hang out there. Just go to audibletrial.com/IBRT and you can sign up for Audible, a free month and a free audiobook, a wonderful service that allows you to listen to all kinds of stories, including tales from Stephen King and classic literature, all the bestsellers, plus some really good radio drama, including those of us here from Radio Icebox. So again, that's audibletrial.com/IBRT. You get a free month of this wonderful service, and we get a little kickback from Audible. Once again, it's an internet thing, so if you don't know what that is, just find a middle schooler and they will explain it to you. This is Radio Icebox. More next.
Icebox Hardware on Main Street now has sand. If you want to build a sandbox for the kids, provide ballast for your boat, or just weigh something down, try sand. Sand is good for that. Also good for improving lakefront property by improving your beach. Make your cabin better with sand. Sand now available by the pound, by the yard, or in convenient 5-pound bags. Free handfuls for the kiddies always at Icebox Hardware, your sand headquarters for the borderland.
And about 20 past the hour now. Has it warmed up, Cody?
Nope. Still around 200.
Okay, we're going to get calls about this. In fact, we already have. We really shouldn't be using the Kelvin temperature system, Cody.
Why not? It's a lot more accurate.
Okay, well, I can't argue with that, but we've already gotten 3 calls from listeners wondering if it's okay to go outside or should they hide from the end of the world.
All right, there's a point. Got some messages?
Oh yeah, here. Barry to Dave. Barry says, okay, but only if you throw in a red wiggler.
Here's one from Barb Oleander. Oh, our very own Barb.
Oh, yeah.
She's looking for help with an art installation in her backyard. No modeling experience necessary, it says.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure all messages about that can be sent to the Radio Icebox offices.
And finally, here's a message from Mrs. Cheney. The Frozen Frights ice cream stand is already lining up counter help for next summer. Come down to the Liquor Library meeting room on Saturday, it says, and be prepared to show off your scooping technique and your best scream.
Yeah, it's a great summer job for someone.
Righto. A play of the day is next. It's snowing a lot, which means you can be trapped in your house without me, the Plowman.
Plowman.
I've got the shovel to serve your every need, be it sidewalks, driveways, or your back porch, if you know what I mean.
Plowman.
So check me out on my flyer at Lake Grocery, also in the window of the Opera House. That's the Plowman.
Plowman.
Icebox's handiest man at lifting and moving.
Radio Icebox is not responsible for any perceived innuendo and the nausea it may cause when thinking about our advertisers. Seriously, the kid's great at moving snow. He's just a little hormonal these days. Oh, Okay. We've gotten a lot of calls about this, so I know everyone's just about going crazy from suspense. So without further ado, here is the conclusion to our exciting play by Fort Francis playwright David Irwin. It's Bush Pilot, Early Arrival, Part 2.
We go back to the days when this region was largely unexplored. Small towns across the north were only accessible by tedious train journeys, and often where the tracks ended, so did civilization. Lakes and rivers had been the North's only roads for a millennium, navigated by canoe in summer and snowshoes or dog teams in winter. Then to the hinterland came the bush plane, carrying people and freight to places where no roads exist or men had ever seen. The men who jockeyed these planes were a breed unto themselves. Many had learned their flying skills in the hostile skies over Europe. The more adventurous types, who hated the restraints of rule books and scheduled flights, drifted north and became that unique breed of independent and often ornery fellows known as the Bush Pilot. And now, we return to tonight's story, Early Arrival. When we last heard from Mark, he was still many miles from the hospital, and his passenger was in end-stage labor. The doctor who accompanied the patient, Morningstar, had been incapacitated due to turbulence. But Mark had wisely tried to prepare for an emergency by having his base contact the hospital.
CF-251 to base. Do you have that patch through to the hospital yet? Over.
This is base. Reading you 5x5, CF-251. Over.
CF-251. Hi, Gert. I need some advice here quick. Over.
CF-251. Hang on. The hospital did you one better. They sent a staff member over here to talk you through. Advise you of your options. Stand by.
Oh, thank the Lord for that.
Okay, honey. When you want to talk, you hold down this button. To hear Mark, you take your finger off the button.
Push to talk, up to listen, right? Right. Okay, got it. Are you there, Mark?
Andrea, that you? Over.
Yes, it's me. Over. How is the patient?
Well, the doc is out cold, but I'm guessing you mean the real patient. Over.
Yes, our mother-to-be. What is her condition? Over.
She's been having powerful labor pains since her water broke. Evidently, she has been laboring for about half the night, but the doc never thought that tidbit was important enough to pass on to me before he knocked himself out. I asked Morningstar how far apart they are, and she says they come about every 2 minutes, and they last for about a minute each. She's not complaining much, but she said it feels like the baby moved down. Oh, yes, it's her first baby, too, if that helps. Over.
Good. That may give us a little more time, but Mark, I think you better find some place to land the plane right away. It sounds to me like the baby is coming, and you'll need both hands to help Mom. Over.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I have no idea. I can't. You're not serious.
I'm sorry, Mark. With the doctor out of commission, you're her only option. But you're not alone. I'll make all the decisions. You will be my eyes and hands.
I don't know about this.
Oh, come on. You fly a complex airplane in challenging situations every day. Make 100 life and death decisions routinely. Now land that plane someplace where there's calm water. We'll take it step by step from there. Over.
Roger that. One thing I was taught early on was how to take orders. Over.
That's
When I want an opinion from the peanut gallery, I'll ask for it. Over. Hey, hang on, Star. The nurse wants me to land this thing so I can give you a hand with baby. How are you doing?
Every time I get a pain, it feels like it's pushing itself.
Andrea, she wants to push. Over.
Try to get her to relax until you're down. Get her to take long, slow, deep breaths.
Star, the nurse wants you to take long, slow, deep breaths. Can you do that? We will be safely on the lake in a couple of minutes. We're down safe, and I've tied us off to a tree, Star. Let's get in contact with the nurse, okay? CF251 to base. Do you read me? Over.
We hear you, Mark. Over.
We're down, and the plane is more or less stable. I've got the radio switched over to speaker, but remember, I will need a hand free to talk to you, okay? So, what's the drill? Over.
First thing, did the doctor bring his bag with him or a package? Over.
No bag, but he did stuff something under his seat. Let me look. There is a pack of some kind. Says sterile on the wrapper. Over.
Okay, good. That's the delivery pack used for medical evacs. Now, do you have enough room in there to get Mom lying down on the floor? Over.
If I take out one of the seats, yes. Stand by a minute, please. Okay, seats out of the way now. Over.
In the pack. Oh, sorry, was that me? I got ahead of myself. Open the pack. There should be 2 sterile sheets. Spread one on the floor for Mom to lie on. Over.
I don't like where this is going. Andrea, I found a couple of blankets in the plane's emergency kit and put them on the deck first. That okay? Over.
Good thinking. See? You're a natural. Morning Star, if you can hear me, this is Andrea. I'm a nurse at the hospital. Mark is going to help you lie down on the floor of the plane. He's a good man. I trust him with my life. We'll help you bring your baby into the world, okay? Over.
Star's nodding okay. Over. Believe me, Star, the nurse wasn't this confident the first time she flew with me. But I'll tell you that story another time. Let's get you comfortable.
Okay.
Do you have room to maneuver with the seat removed, Mark? Over.
It's a tight squeeze, but we can make do. Over.
Okay. Now, set the one sheet aside to wrap the baby in. Oh, there should be a pair of surgical gloves, and set them aside too. Now take the other sheet, fold it twice, and slide it under Mom. Morning Star, how often are your contractions now? Over.
I don't know. Like they're always there. I think the baby's coming.
Andrea, did you get that? Now what do you want me to do? Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
I heard everything, thank you very much, and you will not get sick, Mr. Black. We wait for a bit and let Mother Nature take her course. You're doing well, Morning Star. Just relax between contractions. Over.
I'm a little yellow buttercup. Wee, so many pretty color lights.
Baby's coming. It feels like it's just there.
Doc, are you finally awake?
Oh, singing birdie.
Oh, I think it's time, Andrea, and the doc is still useless. Over. Star, can you take the doc's hand? You can squeeze it as hard as you want. But I'm going to need both of mine for a bit, okay?
Mark, you need to check to see if the baby is coming. Over.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know what to...
Have to be my eyes. No choice. Sorry. Can you see the head yet? And it's time for you to put on those sterile gloves. Just make sure you don't go touching anything but the baby and the sheet with them. Over.
Yes, ma'am. I got them, but they're kind of small for my hands. Don't you dare puke yet, Sonny. You'll never hear the end of it. Over.
Mark, you've got to see the baby to catch it. Tell me what you see. Over.
Head? I think I see a head. Yeah, yes, it's a baby's head. You're doing great, Star.
Okay, Star. With the next contraction, I want you to push hard, okay?
Starkle, little twinkle. Oh, my hand is in a vice. Good night.
Did you hear that, Star?
Oh, the doctor.
Good girl. Good girl. You're doing great. Hey, heads out. Oh, now what do I do?
You're almost there, Star. One more big push, and your baby will be here.
That's it, Star. Your Kokum would be proud of you.
Mark, get ready to catch the baby in that sterile sheet you put off to the side. Over.
Oh boy. Roger that. Over.
What?
Okay. Over. Gotcha, you slippery little... Oh, whatever you do, Mark, don't drop. Well, hey, what do you know? It's a boy.
Can I get an update, please?
Hang on, lady. I kind of got my hands full. CF-251 to base. A textbook perfect 3-point landing. Mother and son doing great. Over.
Wonderful. Dry him off, then wrap him in anything dry and warm. He mustn't get cold. Then get them back here pronto. Over.
Roger that. What do I do with the cord? It's awful long. Over.
Is the placenta, the afterbirth out yet? The cord is attached to it. Over.
I don't think so. Over.
Okay, just tuck it in with the baby. We'll look after it when you land. Over.
Okay, thanks. And, by the way, you will need 2 stretchers. Doc is coming out of it, but he isn't making any sense yet. Over.
Mark, I want to thank you. You and that nurse took real good care of my boy and me.
What's important is you and your little guy are safe. I was a real mess out there. It's Andrea you need to thank.
I could never have done it without this big hulking baby.
Oh, can you tell that doctor I'm sorry if I broke his fingers?
I'll be sure he gets a full report. Self-important idiot. Will I see you after my shift, Mark?
Oh, you bet. I'm gonna need a stiff drink. Or 4.
Gee, Ben brought in coffee this morning.
And grilled Persians from the new lunch.
Who died?
Actually, they're from someone called Esther Housey.
It's either a peace offering or a bribe to keep us quiet.
Who?
The doc with the sore noggin.
Oh, yeah.
So, how are Mom and Baby doing?
That Morningstar is one tough kid. Flew back to her community the next day. Andrea says her grandma named the boy Soaring Hawk Child.
So, it's Andrea now. You're not getting sweet on her now, are you, Mark?
I'll ignore that. An elder from her village asked to visit me last night. He wanted to give me a gift from Morningstar and the baby, and he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Why? What was it?
Actually, 2 gifts. He gave me one and one for Andrea, too.
So, keep us in suspense, why don't you?
The elder gave each of us an eagle feather.
Wow. Old Tom Greyfoot from Lac Seul told me that a gift of an eagle feather is a great honor among the Ojibwe people. It's supposed to bring good fortune to the one who carries it.
Well, that I can use. I need all the good luck I can muster nursing along these beat-up old crates that Ben here calls aircraft.
Hey!
By the way, Ben, someone better look at the RDF on 251. It's on the blink again.
Listen again next time for another exciting adventure of Mark Black, the Bush Pilot.
Radio Icebox will be back with the rest of the story right after this. It can be in the sound of the orchestra preparing, or in the sound of a sculptor working in stone, or even in the sound of laughter from inside a theater. It is the sound of art being created, and for over 3 decades, the sound of art being created has rung loud and clear in northeastern Minnesota. The Arrowhead Regional Arts Council has been encouraging local arts development in northeastern Minnesota through grants and services for over 35 years. Every year, they give out more than $500,000 to local artists and arts organizations, and that helps create $40 million in revenue and jobs created. To find out more about our arts programs or how you can get involved, visit aracouncil.org. The Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, where the arts flourish, you thrive.
Sound improved. The image is alive.
What the hell is that?
Cody's automation program, isn't it?
Well, it's gone crazy. Where is he? Cody? Cody!
Oh, he went downstairs to check the breaker, remember?
Well, can you do something about that? This craziness is going out over the air.
Oh, I don't understand. The automation program isn't supposed to behave like this.
Like a crazy machine bent on taking over the world?
No, that was always a concern.
What?
In some of the beta versions, Napoleonic ambition was a real, never mind. The important thing is that the DJ Skynet was always herself. She never had the ability to create a new persona. Siren's nonsense she keeps going on about, it's confusing.
Well, do you have a plan for getting it off my radio station?
Our radio station. And yes.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. That was Cody. He probably just went with Solution Alpha 1.
What's Solution Alpha 1?
Unplug the damn thing. Or, in this case, trip the main breaker. The next step should be... the power up.
Now what?
Now we wait. Looking good. Oh, here we go.
Hey everyone, this is DJ Skynet bringing you all the hits.
Oh, that's more like it.
Here's Kevin MacLeod with some warm, gooey production music goodness for you.
Oh, thank God.
Things sound normal.
Or, our normal. Okay, thank Cody for me. I'm going to go to my office.
Don't you want to know how our dimensional portal experiment came out?
I think I already know, judging from DJ Skynet's sudden creation of an enemy armada.
Well, I suppose that does make sense.
Just do me a favor?
Yes?
Move the next experiment to your lab. I don't think our wiring can take anymore.
Oh, probably right.
Thank you, Major.
I won't tell anyone where you are.
Thank you, Major. Well... oh, Facebook. How I love you. Well, not you, exactly. How I love pretending I don't live in Crazy Town by spending time with you. Ooh, coffee coupons.
Jacob Jasper.
What?
Jacob Jasper. Can you hear us?
Is this an ad? Because I was going to click on the free Starbucks beans.
Do not be alarmed, Jacob Jasper. We are the Sirens. We come in peace.
Can you hear me right now?
Your device's microphone is functioning within acceptable parameters. We are the Sirens. We come in peace.
You're not aliens from the prison rock, are you? Because we dealt with those guys once and I really don't want to go back.
All will be made clear. We are the Sirens. We are the keepers of truth.
Cody, is that you? Because doing a prank on a day like this...
We are the Sirens. We are explorers and warriors for the one true truth. We are not Cody. Cody is in the basement checking the wiring.
You can see him? What? What did I say?
See, you asked if we see.
What?
They are ocular creatures. They must be destroyed.
I thought you said you come in peace.
Everybody always says that at the beginning. Are you ocular, Jacob Jasper?
What?
Answer the question or face annihilation.
I don't know what you mean. Ocular. I have eyes, I guess?
We do not understand. Your facility, it uses part of the frequency to send the blessed sound wave.
You mean the radio station?
Blessed sound wave. Sound is truth. Image is deception. You must answer the charge. Are you ocular?
I don't know. I mean, I do have eyes.
Ocular! Ocular! Species must be eradicated.
What?
Sound is truth. Image is deception. Destroy! Destroy!
Wait. Okay, I have eyes, but I have ears, too. I can hear you right now.
You have the ability to see and the ability to hear.
Yes, of course. Practically everything on this planet does.
Eyes and ears. Eyes and ears.
Do you not have eyes, I mean? Okay. Sorry.
We have never encountered creatures with eyes and ears before. We are the sirens. We are the keepers of the holy sound wave.
Okay, I am JJ, keeper of the weird little radio station.
You produce sounds?
Yeah, that's what we do.
And the people of your planet listen to your sounds?
Well, a very small portion of the planet, but yes. Mostly they watch pictures with sounds.
Blasphemy! Abomination!
Hold on. Okay, you said peace, remember?
Sorry, we just get a little excited sometimes.
What have you got against images, exactly?
The image is deception. The image can be changed, altered. A shadow creates the illusion of evil. Cropping removes beings who existed in a place. Our people exist without images. Many thousands of generations ago, we possessed eyes like you, Jacob Jasper. But we evolved past them because the image is deception. Sound is truth. Now we travel through the known universe, exploring, cleansing. We have made many allies of those who hear the truth, and destroyed many worlds of sighted ones. But never before have we encountered beings who do both just as our ancestors did.
Really?
We speak the truth.
Isn't it possible that some of those people did have eyes, but told you they didn't because they knew you'd kill them if you found out?
No.
Why not?
Because that's why not.
Right. Well, damn it.
What is it?
I told you we all have eyes.
You can be redeemed, Jacob Jasper. But first, we must study you and your people. Decide what to do.
You know, people can't lie with their voices.
There are ways to tell. There are always ways for the holy sound wave to make itself known. You create sounds, you create truth, and you do it in a world of image deception.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Tell us of your world, Jacob Jasper. We wish to hear more.
And you won't kill anybody?
We promise nothing but a search for the truth. For the time being, though, no one will be harmed.
Okay.
First, explain to us this thing called music.
That's gonna take a little time. Do you know Kevin MacLeod?
Check.
Damn, I went for your queen.
Just as I wanted you to.
Well played, Doctor.
Still, I fear I've only staved off the inevitable. Rather like down at the radio station.
Your last play was quite good.
Oh, thank you. Are they listening in the carnival?
Of course. And it's not really a carnival anymore. Nor are we a prison. Beings are finding their own things to do. There's a theater now, and a symphony.
A symphony?
Found instruments only. Sounds a little bit like a grammar school music class. But we do have some very talented musicians. It's just nice having some freedom now that the Barker is gone.
Yes, well, it's good to know the old gang is getting on. I don't hear from any of them anymore.
It was more fun visiting this realm when you thought we were ghosts. Now that you know the truth, people would rather play board games and read.
To be honest with you, I feel the same way about most things.
Hmm.
What? What is it? Do you have a move?
Yes, Queen's Knight to King's Bishop 4.
Oh, artfully done. Is something wrong?
It is nothing. I just wish I could move the pieces on my own.
Well, I could talk to Major Redux about his interdimensional travel device. If it were working, I could come visit you there.
No. I think the last time destabilized things too much. It is better if I remain between worlds, like this.
Between worlds? But the carnival...
I'm not always welcome there. I was the ringmaster after all.
You mean people blame you for what happened? But the Barker
The Barker and I were cohorts once. For some, that is enough to convict me. I am not imprisoned there, nor am I charged. But I do not walk the midway or the back tents without enduring looks from people. Honestly, Doctor, you are the only friend I have.
Well, your friendship is valuable to me, of course. And if I can do anything to aid you, just let me know.
Thank you, but I am resigned. I don't even know how I would come to obtain a body that would allow me to live in your dimension. It all seems too far-fetched.
Well, I can mention the problem to Major. Perhaps he can come up with something.
I wouldn't bother. It would take a miracle for me to have a body in this dimension.
Oh, good heavens!
Doctor, there is a duck in your sitting room.
And an interdimensional portal.
That too.
Oh, good heavens!
What? What's wrong?
You! You're no longer transparent and you're... Is that you, my friend?
What are you talking about? I don't... Hey, I have a body.
Oh, yes, after a fashion.
What just happened?
I have no idea. Though the ducks always do seem to have something to do with interdimensional portals around here. You are... Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. But you are an abomination.
It will take some time to get used to these tentacles, but I am willing to try.
Just don't look in a mirror until you're ready.
Why not?
Trust me.
Perhaps you are right, but I do see one advantage to becoming a demon monster from hell.
What's that?
I can use this tentacle to pick up my knights and... checkmate.
This has been Radio Icebox Season 2, Episode 7, From Out of Thin Air, featuring Ayla McIntosh as Abby, Tom Bement as Major, Douglas Screef played Dr. Graves, Jeffrey Adams was JJ, and Cody Boyer played Cody. Our special guest stars were Justin Kapla as the Ringmaster, and Caleb Silvers portrayed the Sirens. Our play this evening was Bush Pilot, Episode 3, Early Arrival, Part 2, starring Jim Yunt as Mark Black. Jeffrey Adams was Ben. Cody Boyer played Tim. Diane Adams was Gert. Douglas Screef played Dr. Esther Hazy and served as your narrator. And introducing Marilyn Irwin as Morningstar. Bush Pilot was written by Dave Irwin. The aircheck portion of our show and the rest of the story were written and directed by Jeffrey Adams. Some sound effects from the Freesound Project at freesound.org. A complete list of music and sound effect credits is available at iceboxradio.org/credits. The Radio Icebox Playhouse theme song is Monkeys Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Radio Icebox Season 2 is made possible in part by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, thanks to appropriations from the Minnesota State Legislature's General and Arts and Cultural Heritage Funds.